Mark, first things first, have you been able to get the recovery that's required into the players after their exertions of Tuesday?
That's a difficult one to tell. I think we'll find that out on Saturday at 3 o'clock. It was we weren't at our best the other night, but we had to expend a lot of energy in the second half, being down to 10 men, which wasn't ideal. So, but we're going to give the players certainly enough chance to recover. Yeah.
And I suppose the one thing they can take from that, though, is that they scored last, they kept battling away, and it could have been a lot worse. They had the final word.
Yeah, we were always in the game, really, and our number 9's got another 2 goals, so he's on fire at the minute, and we'll be hoping that he keeps that run going and he occupies defenders.
And what is it that's gone right for Christian? Because he went those 9 games without scoring, and now he's got 7 in 6, 6 in 4.
I think he mentioned himself, didn't he, over the last couple of weeks, that we had a little chat, and I just felt, and I spoke to him about it, that he needed to spend a little bit more time in and around the penalty area, rather than doing so much unselfish work outside of it. And we try to get him in and around the goal and in and around the penalty area a bit more, and hopefully that's paid off with him scoring the goals. Certainly the types of goals he's getting are all in and around the 6-yard box, which he possibly wouldn't have been in a few weeks ago.
Yeah, the strikers' goals, aren't they? I mean, that's a nice problem for a manager to have, your centre forward being so unselfish.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to. Doige is an ultimate pro, and he's great to manage. He just wants to run about and give his best for the team, and he gets rewards for his hard work. And if there's any better example of the harder you work, the luckier you get, then that's him.
How big is this game for Forest Green, or is it just another game?
It's not big for it's a game, isn't it? It's 3 points. It's not. We're playing Cheltenham. We're in the Football League. It's a local derby, but it's just 3 points, and that's all we're focusing on.
Obviously, there is a rivalry. Certainly, off the pitch, the fans are beginning to sort of develop a mutual dislike for each other, shall we say? Have you sort of felt that rivalry increase since Rovers got into the league?
No, because obviously we've only played in the Checker Trade, which was obviously we won that game and played really well, but it wasn't a big crowd, so I've not really experienced that sort of real competitive edge yet in terms of on the terraces, but I'm sure we'll see that on Saturday.
Do you sense that you're a threat to them maybe in terms of the pecking order of the county?
I don't, I really don't get into all of that. There's no benefit. It doesn't help us win a game. It doesn't help Cheltenham win a game. If people outside of Forest Green want to build that up, then great.
Who stands out for them in terms of who you've got to stop and be able to win the game?
Well, they've changed their style. They're quite direct and they hit a lot of long balls, diagonal balls, and we'll have to deal with that. It's a different kind of threat than we've faced in the last few games. We've played against teams that have played real good football, and Crewe, Chesterfield. And that's what football is. You have different challenges to face, and we'll have a different one on Saturday. They're a real big physical team, and we'll have to stand up to that. Obviously, they've got some really good players in their ranks. Carl Storer, who I managed, and Carl's done great and played a lot of games now, and he's an inspirational captain for them. The forward, Mo Oyster, looks a threat. So we have a number of players that we have to be careful of, but we have to concentrate on what we do. If we do that really well, then we're a good team.
How important is the mental preparation so that the players don't overheat emotionally and just focus on what happens on the pitch?
We are just fully focused on playing Cheltenham Town, 11 players, and we're not playing everything else around it. Nothing will change for us in our preparation. Unless the players are stupid, they'll know what's at stake. I don't have to build that up for them, and we'll remain calm and collected and just prepare as we normally do.
You've been down to the bare bones in terms of your squad in recent weeks. Is it still the same situation?
Yes, we've got Tony Gomez back. Obviously, we've appealed Manny Month's red card, but we don't hold much hope of him getting off that because of the angle of the footage. So I think we'll be without Manny. Obviously, Drissa came off at half time the other night with an injury. So we're down to the bare bones. But I'm sure Cheltenham will say the same, that they've got players missing, and whoever plays, we expect them to do their best.
Has Drissa got a chance? Is that one you can leave late?
Possibly not.
And Manny's appeal, is that one you feel that you just have to make? Because obviously, you felt a big injustice there.
We've had to make it because it wasn't a sending off. I mean, everybody that was facing the tackle, which the camera is the other side of the pitch. Jack Lester, Nicky Eden, Tommy Wright, the staff of Chesterfield were laughing because Manny clearly got the ball. The fact that their player rolled about on the floor didn't help, and the reaction of the players, but he clearly wins the ball. Everybody saw it. It was a horrendous decision, and that's a few we've had now. You look back at some of the... Even when we've won, I'm not one that moans about referees a lot. Even when we've got positive results at Crawley, we should have won the game. We should have been playing 10 men. At Coventry should have been a red card for a horrendous tackle on one of our players. A penalty for Omar. And then Saturday, there's a horrendous 2-foot tackle on Marsh Brown, not even a yellow card. Manny makes a real good attempt, one-footed, not out of control, gets the ball and he gets a red card. But I'm told over the season it evens itself out. But the PGMOL, which is the professional game match officials, know my feelings.